I just want to make sure you can hear me. So let me know down in the live stream if you guys can hear me or not. As you can see, if you guys can hear me, things are a little bit different in my room right now. I don't have my overhead, purple lights around my room, which I usually do my reviews in. Like I have my purple lights on, and I have, of course, have my lamp on usually in the background. I actually have my curtains open for once, so and I also have my overhead light on. So let me know how the room, how my lighting looks. Does it look good? Let me know. Um, but yeah, guys, literally tomorrow we have our, this is, of course, everybody, welcome back to the annual pre-show live stream for She-Hulk Attorney at Law. This is the episode 5 pre-show. This is a chance for us to talk about last week's episode, which was episode 4, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. Mainly, there's not much to talk about in episode 4, other than the fact of the Daredevil stuff, which that's literally what I want to talk about today, is Daredevil coming in tomorrow's episode, which I'm super excited about. That Daredevil is going to be in tomorrow's episode, especially you know an hour long stream to talk about in last week on the fact of we no longer have Melvin Potter probably in in the MCU. We're not sure if like Melvin even exists in the MCU. So as of right now, we kind of have an understanding that the Drip Broker is the one that is making Matt Murdock's suit, and also the Drip Broker, aka or Jacob, aka the Drip Broker, probably has an understanding of when Jacob was moving the box with the helmet and said, we have to be careful with our, with our clientele and who we're supplying the suits to, meaning that probably Jacob now knows who Daredevil is, which Jacob probably knows it's Matt Murdock, and has to keep that private and who Jacob supplies the suits to. So I'm not sure if we'll get an understanding and understand if Melvin Potter does exist in in the MCU or not. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we'll have that understanding in probably Daredevil Born Again, if we'll know if that kind of is canon where he got put away in prison for helping out Fisk. Who knows if that will be canonized or not? We'll know for sure when Daredevil Born Again happens, or if Jacob's been Matt's supplier ever since he started being Daredevil. Who knows? I'm just excited to see that the fact of we are getting Daredevil tomorrow, and I'm excited to see also the fact of we get to see Charlie Cox officially back in the Daredevil suit, and I'm excited. So I'm really curious to know down in the live stream, what are you guys most excited to see in tomorrow's episode? I'm still excited on the fact of, I still can't get over the fact that we're finally seeing Charlie Cox in the Daredevil suit in tomorrow's episode of She-Hulk. Who knew this was going to happen? I speculated back when when I got announced that we were getting She-Hulk, that Matt Murdock was showing in the show. I was like, this is a law show. There's no way Matt Murdock isn't going to make an appearance. And I was like, I also thought that we would get Jessica Jones making an appearance because she's I forget what the word is for her, but she gets hired to take pictures of people and stuff. So I really thought she would show up and make a cameo in the show. She still might, who knows? But I was kind of correct because we're getting her in the Daredevil Born Again series. So it's like, even though we're not getting her in this series, I was right in the fact we are getting her in the Daredevil Born Again series, on the fact of there's rumors that she'll be in that. So it's like, I got a theory right. It just wasn't in this, but it so happens she's going to be in another show, which is the Daredevil series. So I'm just excited in the fact that we get to see, Matt and Jen meet up. And it's also the question of why is Matt still, coming to Los Angeles? Like, why is he coming there? That's still the question. Yeah, we have an understanding of, okay, he's picking up his suit, but is that the only reason why he's coming here to do that? Why can't he get his suit done, in New York? So if Melvin doesn't exist, has Matt been getting his suit done by Jacob this entire time? So there's just questions I'm still wondering. Like, is this the first time he's getting his suit done by Jacob? Has he been getting his suit done by Jacob? How long has Matt been Daredevil? These are just questions that we still don't know yet, and I'm hoping that we get answered in tomorrow's episode. Also, like, you know, why again? Why is it? Is it just that he's going there for him to pick up his suit, or is he wanting to go talk to Jen? And why is he get involved in the action of where, like, how did he get involved with Jen? We still don't know those answers yet, and I'm excited to have that understanding of why Matt's like not just going there to pick up a suit, but why is he getting involved and what's going on with Jen. And also, we still don't have an understanding of who the villain is of the series. I'm excited to see like who the villain is. I don't really know if it's Titania or not, because Titania, if they were really gonna build her up as a villain, she shouldn't have gotten her ass kicked in the first. In I forget what episode it was. Like it was like the first episode. So it's kind of like and we spent so long without her being like the antagonist until last week's episode where she showed up, and really the only thing she was taking away from Jen was the name of She-Hulk. But of course, Jen got that back. So it begs the question of who are the people, who's behind the hiring of the wrecking crew, who hired the wrecking crew. That's really the answer right then and there, is like who hired the wrecking crew, and also like who is behind all this. That's the real question, because I don't feel Titania as a threat, and I'm wondering if she'll become more of a. We'll really get to see in the next episode if she is behind the wrecking crew. But I feel like, is she though? Because she doesn't feel very threatening, and if she is the villain, I feel like they really failed on that because she's not very threatening. But maybe we're gonna get into those aspects in the next episode if she kind of says, "Oh, I'm the one behind. I'm trying to get your blood." For maybe I have for my colleague, for my boss, and maybe her boss could be could be Doctor Doom. Who knows? Because in the comics, Doctor Doom is very tied into Titania and how Titania got her powers. So you never know. And we know Doom is coming, of course, because of Fantastic Four and, of course, Secret Wars. Because in the comics, Doctor Doom is a very big key point in the Secret Wars comic. So you never know. She could be working for Doctor Doom. Maybe Doom wants Jen's blood. Who knows? And we still don't know also if Bruce is going to come back in this series. We don't know if he's going to come back with this kid or not. Because that's what people are theorizing right now. Mainly, I want to shout out, the John Campea show on, Robert Meyer Burnett, because he's the one that kind of like theorized that we would be getting, the Hulk's son in the end of in the last episode. Bruce would come back, with his son, which I totally forget the name of his son, on the top of my head, but I'm just excited to see how that's going to go, and then maybe that will lead into like a kind of adapted, a World War Hulk storyline. You never know. But I'm just excited for tomorrow's episode. I feel like it's going to be badass just to see, again, more of like Charlie get to speak more as Matt Murdock and get to act more as Daredevil, because as we know, he didn't really get that much speaking time in Spider-Man No Way Home. He only got like a couple of words to say when being, Peter's, lawyer. So it's kind of like I'm excited for him to actually get more, speaking lines, and to really get to have a feel for his Matt Murdock and Daredevil in our universe of the MCU. I'm just excited that we actually are going to get a feel of how he is as Daredevil in the MCU, get a feel of how he operates as Matt Murdock in the MCU. I'm just super excited, especially because, I feel like we're really going to get a lot more maybe Matt Murdock in this episode, because apparently we're going to get a lot more lawyer stuff in Daredevil Born Again. That Charlie Cox said at D23 is that, them going into Daredevil Born Again, it's its own series, it's a season 1, and we want to focus more on Matt Murdock and him being a lawyer, which I'm super excited about, because I feel like that's the one thing the Daredevil Netflix series was very lacking, was a lot of the lawyer aspect of what makes Daredevil such a likable character, is him being a lawyer, and then when that fails him, he goes out as Daredevil at night, and I'm super excited to see that, and that's why I'm so excited to see in tomorrow's episode, because we don't really know who Jen's going to meet first. Is Jen going to meet Matt Murdock, or is Jen going to meet Daredevil first? And I'm excited to see if Matt Murdock doesn't tell Jen that if Jen does meet Daredevil, if Jen does meet Matt Murdock first, and then Jen meets Daredevil, I'm excited to see if Jen will put two and two together and realize, oh my God, you're Daredevil, or you're Matt Murdock, or vice versa, who she meets first. I'm excited to see if she'll figure it out on her own, or will just Matt Murdock just tell Jen, I'm Daredevil. You know what I mean? That's who I am, and gives her that advice about that we saw in that kind of like TV spot where he's giving Jen advice saying, when the law fails, you can go out and and be a hero, a She-Hulk, but when you can use the law, you can be Jennifer Walters and stuff like that. I mean, like, you can use two aspects, kind of like how he does. There's a lot in common between them because they're both lawyers, and they're both doing things. You know what I mean? So that's what I really love is that they have a lot in common. They're both heroes when you can't use the law, and they're both heroes when you can use the law. It's like they have both aspects of things, and I feel like that's why we're probably gonna see them be in a relationship at some point. Probably not in this series, but maybe it could go into his series, because I know Charlie said that he wants to have, since he made his first debut, really as Daredevil in the She-Hulk show, he would love to have more of having Tatiana Maslany come on his Daredevil Born Again show, to repay the favor of him being on the show, like, you know what I mean, like saying, thank you for letting me be on your show. I would love for you to be on my show, because I feel like he even knows from the comics that Jen and Matt Murdock get together and date in the comics. So maybe he's kind of wanting that to happen. I feel like it would be a perfect match, of course, because they already are living the superhero life at night, and of course the lawyer job by day. So it's kind of like I'm really loving that. We're kind of feel like I really know where like Charlie Cox's headspace is and where he wants things to go with him with him as Matt Murdock, and of course and him wanting Tatiana Maslany to come on his show as Jennifer Walters. And I feel like we kind of have an understanding of where things are going to go. And it's kind of annoying because, so many people I know on YouTube, shout out to Superwise. Superwise was saying, be prepared for everybody to be angry in tomorrow's episode of, people saying, oh, Daredevil's too light, oh, they ruined Daredevil, because that's all that's been going around right now to lead up to this Daredevil episode of She-Hulk, is so many people, and hell, even since Daredevil's been announced in the MCU, so many people are like, oh my God, Disney is going to ruin Daredevil, blah, 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 blah. And I agree with Superwise on the fact that we're probably going to hear a lot of people bitch and moan in tomorrow's episode of how people saying, oh my God, Disney ruined Daredevil, look at him smiling, blah, 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 blah. Because we see him smiling in the TV spot, when he's Daredevil, when he turns to look at Jen and he, like, makes a slight, like, smile. We see that. So it's kind of like, but that's who Daredevil is even in the comics. Like, he's not just some serious person. Matt has his funny moments. He's a funny dude. Even as Daredevil, he makes some jokes. So it's kind of like it's in his nature of the character from the comics that we really, even in the Netflix series, we saw a little bit of Matt being funny. We saw a little Daredevil cracking a little bit of jokes. It's like it's been there. So it's like I don't want people being like out of nowhere, oh, this isn't the character, blah 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 blah, because it is the character, but Disney's doing the character justice. Hence the yellow and red suit. That's giving the character justice from the classic look from the comics. And that's why I was kind of like hesitant when I was hearing the rumors of like, oh, Daredevil's gonna get his red and yellow suit. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's very goofy in the comics, but they made it look so good in the live action. Like in this adaptation, they made the Daredevil red and yellow suit look so clean and crisp, and it's like my favorite suit. I love this suit, and I haven't even really seen it yet in action, but we're gonna see it in tomorrow's episode. So I'm just excited to see, who will Jen meet first? Will she meet Matt? Will she meet Daredevil? Will she find out that Matt is Daredevil or Daredevil is Matt? Who knows? I'm just excited for tomorrow's episode, and I'm really curious to know down in the live stream, are you guys excited? I don't see many things coming in the chat, and I'm again, this is my first time on my iPad doing a live stream, because my brother, as you can see, my brother Nick is in here. He actually is sick, so that's why we didn't do. He wasn't able to do this pre-show live stream for She-Hulk. And of course, our excuse for last week is that Nick has been so busy with school. He does homeschool and does homeschool kind of around the same time as we go on our live stream. But it just so happened that he had a lot of work last week. That's why he couldn't get on, and that's why I didn't do it. But I just knew I had to do it regardless if Nick couldn't do it today or not, because tomorrow is the Daredevil episode, and I've been waiting for this episode. So that's why I'm super excited, and that's why I wanted to do this live stream. Chat viewing option. Maybe is that what I'm supposed to click? No, live chat. Okay, okay. So live chat's here. Top chat. Some messages such as potential spam visible. All messages are visible. Sick. Okay, so all my messages are visible now. If someone wants to say something in the live stream, they're visible now. I'm also curious to know how if it's like grainy on your side, if it's like it's all caught up when I'm saying something, because I'm on my iPad, and when it gets off of Wi-Fi, I did the plan where it's like Wi-Fi only on the iPad, so if it's not on Wi-Fi, it doesn't work. Unfortunately, I wish I would have done the data version too, but I didn't. So I'm really curious to know if this is all picking up for you guys. So let me know down the live stream if it's all clear on your end and you guys can hear me. And also let me know, what are you guys most excited to see in tomorrow's episode? I'm really curious to know. I know we have somebody in here. It might be my sister Bethany that's in here. I had 2 people in the beginning. Thank you for the likes. If you are in here, make sure you like this video. It helps out, or like the stream. And also, again, subscribe to the channel and put in those notifications, because I will be doing a review / breakdown of tomorrow's Daredevil episode of She-Hulk. So, again, stay tuned. Go check out my previous live streams for She-Hulk, or pre-show live streams. Go check out my episode spoiler reviews for the last couple of episodes of She-Hulk. Go check out my channel. I have a lot to offer here on this channel. Also, again, give me some suggestions on some future videos you guys want to see me do, because I'm always open to that, hearing people's, ideas of videos, like video ideas. So again, let me know down in the live stream if you have any ideas for future videos. Right now it's 1:17 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be doing this, live stream. I know that, Marvel Entertainment is going to be dropping a clip at some point, probably around 2, because that's when they usually do it, I think, because every time me and my brother have gotten off live stream, if we're not on fully into 2 o'clock, Marvel Entertainment has dropped a clip for the next episode of She-Hulk, and I theorize that my predictions are, is that I predicted that we are going to be getting that clip that was released at D23 of Daredevil and Jen on the rooftop it looks like when they first meet, and Daredevil's explaining the difference between a robber and a thief or something like that. I forget what the context was of that scene. But I feel like we're going to be getting that clip today. And I put a TikTok up. So go follow my TikTok. It's always in the description of my videos. And also my Instagram. Like, all my socials are in the description of all my videos. So again, go follow my TikTok. Go follow my Instagram. Go share my videos. It helps out with the channel. It helps grow this channel up. Right now we're at 5, I want to say 52, I think. Something like that. I know we're almost to 600 subscribers. That's been my goal for a while, to get to 600. So yet again, if you are new here to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put in those notifications, and like this video. And also, if you're not in this live stream, I'm going to be posting this live stream later. So if you come across it, yet again, please like this live stream. And please subscribe to the channel and put in those notifications, because that helps out with the channel. And also, go share these live streams and these reviews to the cast and the crew of She-Hulk, and go send this to like all the social medias. Like, go tag like Marvel Studios on Instagram, go tag everybody and share my videos, because it helps out with the channel, and it helps let them know that I love the content that they're bringing out, and that I'm a huge fan, because eventually I would love to actually get invited to red carpet premieres for Marvel, like whether it be a Disney Plus show or whether it be a Marvel movie. I would love to get invited to those things, and it would just it would just really like like that's my dream to do that, is to do like interviews and to be invited to red carpets, and it really helps with my dreams. But also it's like, it's like it doesn't just help with my channel. I'd be giving back because it shows that you guys helped me get there, and it doesn't just benefit me, it benefits you guys as well. One, with the content, but also knowing that you guys helped me get there. But yeah, guys, literally, I don't know when they're gonna be dropping that clip. Hopefully pretty soon, because again, that's my predictions. Oh, we have a episode 5 recap, which we always get. Marvel Entertainment always drops like a recap of every episode that we had. So if you guys didn't watch the episode, you guys could just watch the recap, which is nice that Marvel kind of supplies everybody with that. Is that if you don't watch the show, you get a recap, so you don't have to watch the show. So if you want to watch a certain episode, you just watch the recap and then you just jump in the next episode. I think this is the first time ever they've done this. I think they might have did it for WandaVision. I don't know if they did it for like Moon Knight. I don't know if they might have done it for all the shows as well. I think they did, but I really do love how if they haven't, I really do love how they do it on this show because it really helps out. So it should be pretty soon. Probably this was dropped 17 minutes ago. This this recap. So I'm thinking we might not get that clip probably until like 2 o'clock, 2ish, maybe 2:20ish. Unfortunately, which kind of bummed me out because like I was really hoping we would get that clip soon, because I would love to like do a kind of like a reaction here with you guys. But we can watch this recap together. It's gonna be on my phone when we watch it, but we can watch it. But so let's do it. We're gonna watch it right now.
Now that I've analyzed your blood samples, it's way too dangerous to get out in the world. Did you get it? I couldn't pierce that nasty green skin.
Previously on She-Hulk.
I've got court documents signed by Titania Worldwide LLC. She's suing you for misuse of trademark.
You're using my name to sell your trashy product. If you're going to be my client, you need to dress like you respect yourself and not like a football player pleading no contest to a DUI. Luke, this is the She-Hulk.
Oh my God.
Because I made a dating profile as She-Hulk, every single one of those dates is a corroborating witness. Would you have gone on the date if She-Hulk had instead presented as Jennifer Walters?
She's, not really my type.
The court finds in favor of Jennifer Walters, a.k.a.
Dang, I'm getting a lot of notifications.
Jeez.
So again, that was it. And again, Titania did say this is an overhater, so maybe she's been behind all this stuff. We never know, honestly. She could be. I love this show. Same, Beth. I love the show as well. That just answered my question. My sister is in the live stream. My sister Bethany. Go follow her channel. She does a lot of like book editing stuff on there. So go follow her channel if you guys are interested in books, because she does that as well. But honestly though, I'm super excited. Again, that kind of might have answered our question, which is like, this is an overhater. So maybe she, I don't know, but I feel like maybe her saying this is an overhater, like, I don't know. Does it mean she was behind the Wrecking Crew, hiring the Wrecking Crew to take her blood? Or is this maybe that was somebody else and she tries to do something else? And maybe Jen's like, wait, I thought you were the one that hired those goons. And maybe Titania's like, no, I didn't. And maybe that kind of answers the question. Maybe Val could be behind it. Who knows? Maybe Kingpin could be behind it. Maybe who knows? I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, I mean, hell, like, maybe it could have been Sharon Carter that hired those dudes. But I feel like Sharon wouldn't have done that. I feel like it would have been Titania that hired those, like, goons. Because those goons are, like, I don't know, they're dumb, like, goons. You know what I mean? So I feel like Kingpin wouldn't have hired people like that. I feel like he wouldn't have. But then again, the Tracksuit Mafia was very dumb as well. So you never know. You never know. I guess anybody that Fisk can, get his hands around will use them as like his soldiers. So you never know. It could be Titania hiring the Wrecking Crew. Maybe Titania has worked with Fisk before. honestly, who knows? The list goes on and on. Anything is possible in the MCU. I'm just really curious to know if if because also this could be Sharon Carter, where that hired the Wrecking Crew to get Jen's blood, maybe for Doom, because I think the Power Broker, Sharon Carter, aka the Power Broker, has been working for somebody bigger, and I do think it is possibly Doom. So you never know. It could be Sharon Carter, because I mean she's been looking for powers and stuff, and looking for and going into the government secrets and government weapons. And technically, I mean, the Hulk power is technically from the government. So I mean, it was a government experiment that went wrong with Bruce Banner. So technically, that is the government's weapon, the Hulk power. So you never know. Maybe they could be like, we now know, maybe there's someone easier we can get the serum from, because we know that trying to get the serum from Bruce is impossible, because he's such a like threat. Bruce Banner, like, we can't just he's like any person we send up after him, he will just take them off the board. But if we send them after somebody that's a newcomer to being a Hulk, maybe we'll be able to get the blood. But maybe Sharon realized, oh shit, maybe it's not so easy, because my goons just got their shit kicked in and their shit rocked by Jennifer Walters, you know what I mean, when they tried getting her blood. So you never know, they could be working for Sharon, aka the Power Broker. You never know. I'm just excited to see where this is all gonna go. I'm excited. I'm hoping that if Titania is the villain, that maybe she'll become more threatening in these next couple of episodes. Because mind you, tomorrow's episode 6. Then we got 7, 8, 9. We only have 3 more episodes after this next episode tomorrow, which is crazy to think that. I feel like the show has been very paced well. It feels like it hasn't been going fast. It feels like it's actually been pacing very well. I feel like maybe this is probably the only reason the show feels very paced very well is because this show has 9 episodes, unlike all these other Disney Plus shows that have like 6 episodes. I'm hoping that this is a new change for Disney Plus. I hope they from now on go to all these shows getting 9 episodes. I hope so. I hope we change that and we get 9 episodes for all the Disney Plus shows, but I don't think that's the case. Mind you, I mean, there's nothing that says we need 9 episodes. You know what I mean? We're not the writers of the show that get, you know what I mean? If they think we need 6 episodes to tell out the story, that's what they think we need. They're the writers. We're just the viewers. We're the watchers. So, at the end of the day, we don't get to decide what gets 9 episodes and what doesn't get 9 episodes. You know what I mean? Like, what gets 6 and what gets 9. That's what the writers get to choose. And if they think we need 6, we need 6. I'm just happy that the writers of She-Hulk said, okay, we need 9 episodes to do this, because there's a lot we're setting up here. Regardless if people want to admit it or not, this show is setting up so much. This show is setting up, like, exponentially a lot in the MCU. It's setting up the Daredevil series. It's going to be setting up him going into Echo, possibly. It's going to be setting up, we don't really know who's behind, wanting to take Jen's blood. It could be involved with, we know it's setting up the Thunderbolts because we have Emil Blonsky here, and we're not done with Abomination yet. That by the end of the show, it could be setting up him getting recruited by Valentina. This show is setting up so much in the world of the MCU. Hell, we got an Easter egg to Wolverine. It's just, we got an Easter egg to Eternals. It's just setting up so much, more than all these other Disney Plus shows have, in my personal opinion. This show has really felt like it's setting up the landscape of different possibilities in the MCU. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like the only thing that Miss Marvel really set up is the mutant name being dropped, mutants. Other than that, that show really didn't do much of building in the MCU. I felt like it was just kind of like, eh. It's like my least favorite Disney Plus show, Miss Marvel. It was a disappointment to me. I just really didn't like it. But yeah, honestly, guys, that was the end of the pre-show live stream. Yet again, if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put in those notifications, and like this video. And also, again, leave your thoughts down in the comments, because once I put this, up as a video, it'll just be comments. It won't be a live stream anymore. So let me know down in the comments what are you guys most excited to see in tomorrow's episode, and what are you guys most excited to see going forward as the episodes keep going for the last 3 episodes after tomorrow's episode. But yeah, guys, that was the pre-show live stream of episode 5. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next week, next Wednesday for She-Hulk pre-show episode 7. So I'll see you guys next time.